Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. How are you guys? Hope you're all well this week. You can see I have two cards here. Honor your unique gifts. Think of 3 ways you can express your creativity today. This could be about expressing yourself in a creative way verbally as well. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. So a little food for thought. Hopefully some of that energy comes out in the reading. It has in some. Right, Aquarius. Overall energy surrounding you. What does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius. Oops. Let's get these out first before I lose count. So it looks like something ended here. There you are, Aquarius. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you. Something is coming to an end. 7 of Wands. Some of you may have blocked someone for being critical. Someone's been very critical here. So you may be having your guard up. Someone's pointing something out to you that's making you uncomfortable here. Yeah, so there's some kind of stress here. A little regret, possibly a little remorse. It looks like there's someone here. Something ended here. And I feel like there's someone feeling guilty about something. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's an energy when somebody is too critical. You know, they have to point out every little flaw, every little thing. Yeah, someone may have blocked you here too. Interesting energy. It's an energy of someone who's pushing somebody away here by being that way too. You feel a little bit defensive. I feel like you're going to just let go of this. Something's finished here. Yeah. It's an energy of you know your worth. You know your value. You see? You don't need anybody, you know, and like it's where you kind of know your own flaws. You don't need somebody pointing it out. And that's what I feel here. But you're going to let this go. Could be a person too. It no longer serves you. Could be yourself too. Like I say, being a little critical. So we have this 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, cooperation, compromise. It has to do with compatibility. So it's an energy of somebody who, I feel like it's an energy where someone's kind of been bending over backwards for somebody who doesn't really want to cooperate. So it has to do with the lack of it is what I'm feeling here. Someone regrets not cooperating, compromising. And then we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah. Some of you, the ship may have sailed here. Yeah. You have the birth of something new. Lovely. You know your worth and your value. Okay. Yeah. You know your flaws. You know all these things. You don't need anyone pointing it out to you, criticizing, being critical. Yeah, see, no longer repeating mistakes of the past. You've healed, I feel. I feel the ship has sailed here. You're making a choice. So there's a choice in love, choosing a new path as well. I feel like you're choosing a new path. You're moving on here. So there's this beautiful Empress energy, being very kind, being very gracious. So there's definitely an energy of new, making better choices too, you see. We have the Star. Why is this here? Yeah, so you're definitely focused on your money, kind of doing your own thing here. You're grounding yourself. You're looking at a situation here where, you know, there's someone here I feel like you're not really sure if you see a future with them. But this is something likely that's happened. So I feel like you're kind of focused on it a little bit still. Okay, yeah, but it is coming to an end. So it's an energy of a transition, some kind of ending. Yeah, see, it's where things start to shift in your favor. Yeah, I think you got a person here who has some regrets for being very critical, maybe blocking you, not cooperating and compromising. I feel like you were waiting for something. You were kind of waiting. While you were waiting, you're focused on work. You're staying grounded. But I can see this energy of waiting. But I feel it's an energy where it may be too little too late. Okay, because I can see this energy of not wanting to repeat this mistakes of the past. See, being trapped in something. Yeah, it's an energy of breaking free, I feel, especially with the Empress, the healing. Yeah, I don't think you're, you know, if you have a person who comes back around, it's somebody who kind of keeps doing that. They keep being really critical. So it's a person who may be, you know, like I say, blocking you here, because I feel like you're feeling very defensive. It's where you may have even stood up for yourself. You may have stood up to this person and they blocked you. So there it is. Yeah, you've got an offer. There's something better coming in. Things are shifting in your favor. Yeah, see a breakthrough, breaking free from this stress and worry, you know. Yeah. It's an energy of success. You're moving towards something more successful. I feel like you've been focusing on your money, things like that. Very good. It's where you're now grounded. Okay. Some of you are still a little focused on it, possibly. It depends where you are here. But I feel as though you're going down a new path with someone more compatible. And it's possible if you have someone who's very critical of you. You know, there's things that are being acknowledged. There's something that needed to be acknowledged here. See, this is a person I feel who didn't get what they wanted, okay, because they were very critical. Yeah, and you may have had to stand up for yourself, but I see you breaking free. There you are, going down a new path. You're looking at all the possibilities here. So I feel as though, like I say, it's a person who didn't want to cooperate and compromise in any way, you see. You might have, like I say, it's something that made you very uncomfortable. I feel like you tried to make someone feel comfortable. You wanted things to go in your favor. You may have even offered them something. But I feel like you've got something new beginning. I feel as though you're just moving on. So I feel as you move into the new year, there's definitely a breakthrough. No longer repeating mistakes of the past. If this person comes back around, it's a person who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. You see, there we go. We have the Eight of Wands, multiple opportunities coming in. I see you taking your passion and energy elsewhere. But it's possible this person may try to come back and have success. But there's things that definitely would need to be acknowledged if this was to be successful. Okay? Something needs to be acknowledged here because you're guarded. You know, it looks like you've tried to make this person feel comfortable. But they made you feel uncomfortable. This is where you have to stand up for yourself. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles likes to feel safe and secure. You know, I feel you may have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart. But I like the fact that you're grounding yourself. You're focused on your money, things like that. That's definitely going to go in your favor. Some of you may have a new job offer. You may be starting something new, a new business. You're definitely planning and preparing for more success here. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, so somebody definitely rushed in and rushed out here. So this is someone who's critical. They choose their words wisely. Someone didn't choose their words wisely. This could be yourself too. You know, like I say, but it's still that beautiful healing, that Empress energy. But I feel it has to do with you knowing your worth and your value. Somebody here, like I say, more than likely didn't see that. You may have stood up to somebody because of it. So it does look like they were critical, like they blocked you. Okay. Yeah. Because I do see someone here definitely rushing in, rushing out. Someone who chooses their words. Someone chose the wrong words, the wrong way to communicate. But it's a person who keeps rushing in and rushing out. You see? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Why is this? You're not going to. I don't feel you're grounding yourself. You're not rushing into anything. You may have, like I say, multiple opportunities, options here to go down a new path. So it looks like you may be getting a lot of attention in the future. Yeah, there we go. It's an energy where somebody comes in and they just want attention. You know, they want you to chase them or whatever the situation, but you're not chasing it. Why? Because you're the Empress. Okay, I can see it. You're not rushing into anything here. I feel like you're grounding yourself, but I feel like the person that you stood up to here was hoping to have some kind of success here. It looks like they were getting attention from other people because I do see other people being involved. They may have rushed in and then rushed out. They may have been the one to have other opportunities. So, yeah. But I feel as though like it looks like somebody rushed in and then pushed you away possibly as well. So that Four of Wands, it's about building, see, building a new foundation. Look at that. You've got a reason to celebrate here. The birth of something new. So there's something new starting here. Somebody who does see your worth and your value. You see? Very nice energy. Look at that. There you are, being very wise. Speaking up, right? This is you speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable, if you don't feel safe and secure with them. Nothing wrong with speaking your mind, but with the Empress, doing it in a very kind and compassionate way. See, and that's where I feel. That's where you were. So I feel it's an energy where, you know, you got somebody here who's critical. Like I feel like you feel, you know, that you're not comfortable with possibly talking to them. I feel like you tried to make someone comfortable. You see, you were compromising. But if you don't stand up for yourself too, to people who are very critical of you, you're compromising yourself. So that's where I feel like you're not going to be doing that anymore. I feel like you've got other opportunities coming in. You're not rushing into anything. If this is yourself, like I say, you may be choosing your words a little wiser. But I feel there's this other person's energy. I see a Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I see some Gemini. There we go. The lovers. Somebody with some Gemini in their chart. Someone who keeps coming back and forth, in and out, doing the same thing. But I feel like you're going to cut this person out. I actually feel like you're going to stand up to them. Yeah, look at that. See, there you are. You're moving towards something better. I feel like you're moving towards a partnership, something new. This could be a new business, a home-based business. I feel it has to do with your hopes and dreams. See, a lot of times when somebody feels like you're out of their league, they will be critical of you, right? They'll be critical of you. Because it's somebody who, like I say, they were very hasty to criticize you, but I feel this cycle is over. Whatever this is, it's done. Things are shifting in your favor. Don't you worry. I actually feel it's a person who felt you were out of their league. It's like a person who has to put somebody down to make themselves feel better. Okay. Sometimes that's the energy. So I can see you definitely with that Empress here. That beautiful Empress energy. Something creative here too. Some of you are focused on money, something creative. It says separate from this story. It could be part of it, but I feel it has to do with this celebration, building a solid financial foundation. You're focused on money. You want a partnership. So you're definitely going to be making better choices for yourself. But I definitely see you choosing your words wisely. And I also see you standing up for yourself in the future. I feel some of you might have been a little passive because when the Queen of Pentacles shows up, it's an energy where you're always giving, trying to make someone feel comfortable, you know, always giving to them. Sacrificing, you know, your own needs and things. But I feel that's about to change, you know, because I feel like you're choosing a new path. I feel whoever it is or whatever it is you're moving towards, there's something creative. You're building something. But if it is a love interest, and I do see the lovers making better choices, not rushing into things, you're going to go with someone who's much more compatible, somebody who's grounded, someone who looks out for your best interest. It's when you realize someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. Okay. And you may say something to someone because you have their best interest, but I see you doing it with kindness and compassion. So it could be an energy where you're just looking at that. If you feel that you were too critical of somebody, it's possible. Maybe you have some regrets, okay, because something wasn't successful. But quite honestly, I feel there's another person involved here in this situation. Yeah, sometimes people just aren't compatible. They just don't get along. And it has to do with the swords is communication or the way people think. See, there it is. Something to do with work. So it's about building. See, something definitely didn't get off to the right foot. I see an energy of, now it's possible you have something here, like I say, that you were focused on in the past, something you need to let go of. But I feel like you know your worth and your value. You know, and I feel like it's somebody here who feels like you're out of their league. So they have a tendency to be critical of you and not so critical of themselves. It's sort of like this back and forth energy. See, there you go. You know your worth and your value. So you're releasing something. See, you know, you're loving yourself first. You're taking care of you. You're doing all the right things, I feel. And I do feel it's an energy where with this pentacle, this is about building something, you know. It's also an energy where nobody's perfect, you see, but it's about building. This is an energy where somebody is tearing you down. They're criticizing, they're critical. I feel like you're just going to release it. Why? Because it no longer serves. Or if it is yourself, if you have that energy where, you know, you're pushing people away because you're kind of critical, you are going to free yourself, okay, from this. You're going to move towards something very successful. But I do feel like it's the other person. This is somebody here. We have someone with a pretty big ego here. Little Sag energy, somebody with a little bit of an ego here. So it's an energy when someone has a big ego, they feel like you're out of their league. So they kind of, instead of building you up, they push you down. Okay, see, lack of reciprocity. So this is where you're moving on. I actually feel, there's been a lot of growth here. I feel where you're moving on. I feel like you're just sort of doing your own thing. But I see you choosing wiser in the future. I see you partnering up with someone. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be much more discerning. I actually feel like you weren't discerning enough, to be honest. See, this is one of your skills, perfecting your skills, learning to let go of things that no longer serve. That's one of your skills. That's one of your gifts. You see, some of you maybe, haven't been using that skill to let go of things, to speak up, to let people know your worth and value. Because I feel it's a person here who's kind of always criticizing you is what it looks like, because they have an ego. Why? Maybe because you're more successful. It's possible. So they have to kind of point a finger, be critical of everything that you're doing. So you're moving towards something better. I can see this beautiful energy for you. I love this. I see a lot of emotional fulfillment. Whatever this is you're moving away from, I see multiple opportunities, end of delays, things speeding up. Yeah, you won't be rushing into anything, that's for sure. You will definitely be choosing your words wisely. But I feel like you have someone here. It looks like a Gemini. It could be another Libra or Aquarius, definitely. Yeah, I feel like it's a person who's... they may try to come back around, but I'm not so sure you're going to be doing that again. I think you're moving towards something better. Yeah. See, it's an energy where, you questioning something, you know your worth. You want somebody here on the same page. I feel like we got a couple people who just kind of don't get each other. You're just not on the same page. You see, it's an energy of making better choices in love. So I feel like some of you, like I say, you made some kind of a choice here. And I feel this is something that wasn't successful. There was a lack of reciprocity. I actually feel like you were giving. Okay, you were giving a lot to someone, trying to make them feel comfortable, but all they're doing is making you uncomfortable. They're not giving, you see. They're just coming in looking for attention. Definitely a lot of ego energy, but I see you moving on. I see you kind of moving on here. This is an energy where this is something that's likely changed you forever too. So this is why I feel the birth of something new, this Empress energy. You've learned, you've mastered all the skills of the queens. Okay, so you're very wise. This may have been your last skill, learning to speak up. Letting go of things that no longer serve. If it's yourself, being a little critical. Or like I say, if it's not critical, it's pushing people away. Okay, but I actually feel it's this other person because I can see them. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Yeah, so it could be somebody Gemini, Taurus cusp. There's Gemini and Taurus energy here as well. Look at that. Some energy. See, Libra, this is yourself doing things right. This is somebody who wasn't treating you right. Okay, so like I say, there you go. You're playing it safe here. I feel like you're going to be playing it safe. I think this is a person, and it's possible this person was, like I say, playing it safe. Maybe they need to choose their words a little wiser. But I feel it's a person who's telling you to be a little cautious. Be careful what you wish for. Okay, just be wise. Trust your intuition, definitely. Your inner wisdom with that Queen of Swords. Don't be afraid to speak up. You want to feel safe and secure. Okay, let somebody know. You're not making me feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with speaking your truth or speaking up. If someone doesn't like it, well, then if they're not treating you right and they don't like it when you point it out and they block you for it, then c'est la vie, because I think there's a breakthrough. I feel like you're freeing yourself from all this. I feel like you're in an energy of being a little bit of a free spirit right now too. I like the Hierophant. Yeah, you're going to connect with another person. You're moving away from someone you're likely not compatible with, and it's likely the way you communicate. The actions, the things, could be just like I say, habits, the way you live your life. You're moving towards somebody much better. I see a soulmate connection here. I think you're going to actually get something you want. Okay, I feel like you're going to get something you want. But you have this person who didn't get what they wanted. You see, What? You didn't chase them. You didn't go after them. You just let them go. You see, you willingly release this person. So this is a lovely energy. Really, really positive for you. You're definitely moving towards something new. I see emotional fulfillment, financial stability, a partnership, possible new business, maybe even a new home. I feel like as though you're very focused on your finances. You definitely want to feel safe and secure. You want to be able to be yourself as well. Queen of Pentacles likes to be themselves. You like to have a comfortable home. Okay. Yeah. You like to have the creature comforts of home. Beautiful energy. Yeah, so there it is. See, it's a decision. You're making some kind of a big decision to release things, people, situations that no longer serve you. You're grounding yourself. You're making better decisions. Things are shifting in your favor. There's a cycle that's now over. Okay, and it's going to be to do with your own decision. See, that's you making a decision, a judgment to end something, to move towards something so much better. Yeah, if somebody tries to come back in and have a reconciliation, I'm not so sure you're going to go for it. Some of you may. It's possible. It all depends on your, your situation. But I do see the end of delays, other opportunities coming towards you, something you're waiting for. But I actually feel it's like you were maybe waiting for this person to come in and say something. But I feel if you are waiting, while you're waiting, something else is going to happen. Because you are going to get something you want here, some sort of wish fulfillment. So stay strong and be brave. Tame the beast within yourself as well. Yeah, I do see a Leo. Yeah, you have another opportunity. You have a new opportunity here. I feel like you're making better choices in love. It does look like you have some choices coming in. So choose that soulmate, the person you connect with on the same emotional level where you see eye to eye, similar lifestyles, habits, the way you conduct yourselves. See, you have someone here who didn't treat you right. You see, they didn't treat you right. And I feel like it's where you have finally maybe just stood up to this person. You might have even just blocked them yourself, like enough is enough kind of energy. So take care of yourself. Focus on this energy in that positive, okay? Leave behind all the things that no longer serve. You're moving towards your hopes and dreams. You're definitely got some financial success as you move into the new year. Possible partnership, somebody that you get, maybe even a commitment. Could be, you may have a negotiation or a contract too here coming up. Yeah, definitely I can see a business possibility. I also see if you meet this new person, you may meet in a place where people spend money, where they congregate. It's a safe place. Okay, it could be any place. Yeah, you may reach out to this person. You might be the one to communicate first. But, I just see this emotional fulfillment, putting yourself out there. I actually feel like you're just going to start getting yourself out there. And I see a connection. So I wish you the very best here. Just watch for what's going on around you. Okay, depends where you are in this path. You may be, like I say, no longer talking or giving to someone, no longer reaching out. You're freeing yourself and you're moving on. Okay, I see a lot of change, positive, feeling on top of the world kind of energy. When you let go of things that no longer serve you, or you let go of people, situations, and once you release it and you're free, you feel on top of the world. So it shows that you're ready for change, ready to connect with someone. Some of you too, I feel like you're just going to be friends first with people too, before you rush into anything, because it has to do with choices in your love life. I see you having new choices, new options. So I do see this beautiful. It's opportunities that you may even get an invitation from someone. I do think you're going to question it, but I see you being very kind and very compassionate with the Empress energy, grounding yourself. But you're definitely not going to be a pushover again, that's for sure. You're not going to let anybody walk all over you anymore, that's for sure. So take care, wish you the best, and bye for now.